and like accidents that happen just coincidentally.
No, yeah, for sure. And EUNITED had to play last week in the decision round. Keep in mind, Impact did win their group, so this was just they went straight to the playoffs. EUNITED had to fight to get here, but guess what?
What?
We got the draft ready.
Yay!
I was trying to give it to you. You were mad at me last time, and I thought
Nikki didn't tell me. I blame the director.
Oh, wow. Wow. There's bias. Double Varesh ban again. They don't want to give either side Varesh, so a little similar play out this time. And don't worry, I love everybody.
The director crying in my ear. Love me, I'm sorry. Nikki, you're the best. We love you. The double Varesh ban coming out, like you mentioned. Both of these teams not wanting to deal with the opposing Varesh. Freya and Dizzler, as well as Vague. All three of those play very good Vareshes. There's actually like
great character.
There's 4 Varesh players in this game. There's Excafu, there's Freya, there's Vague, there's Dizzler. Everybody.
Let's just go 6 Varesh. Why not?
6v6 Varesh.
Oh, man. So Bako being picked up first on the side of Impact. So the Rukon experiment is over, and they're going with a more traditional frontline. Jumong being picked up by EUNITED.
Yumong.
Yeah,
I don't blame him. Oh, okay, we got the Blossom. I wonder if we see like an older ban here. Older Blossom is something we saw Red Cannons do a lot at LAN, DreamHack. I'm not sure if it's as popular anymore. I mean, I am sure because I haven't seen it.
If they
it's not as popular.
If they ban out Older, they go Rygon?
I don't know about Rygon Blossom. I guess I could see it being good. The tree is pretty helpful, but like
tree allows them to stay in.
Yeah, most of the time with Rygon, you want like a harder out or like something more impactful. Like you want an ally that can like Older alt you, or you want a Lucy barrier. Like tree just gets blown up in threes. Like tree, if you put it in aggressively, 3 people M1 it and it's gone.
Yeah.
So like it's not as reliable as something like a barrier or another side or something like that.
Okay, all right. On Impact, the Jumong Bako. So these next bans coming in slow to see how they're going to force players to go. So the Older ban does come in, and Lucy restricted out as well on the side of Impact.
Man, there's a lot of Varesh players in this game, but on the other side, there are 2 of the best Lucy players in the world. When I think of Lucy, I think of 4 players. I think of Clerney, I think of Bloom, I think of Godolph, and I think of Rambler. And 2 of these players are in this game, so the Lucy, a very highly prioritized pick, or a very important pick to look out for, rather. And Impact, they're not going to have the chance to play their Lucy this game.
So this third pick, waiting with bated breath. I'm just curious what they're going to pick. We had some suggestions about who they might go with, and now we're going to see what kind of melee EUNITED picks up.
Yeah, I wonder if they pick Rygon, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
I could kind of see the Rygon. I'm not sure if Sermia plays that character comfortably, though. It's a Freya! Okay. I haven't seen Freya for a hot minute.
Freya, this is the second time in BPL Season 2 that Freya has been picked up. She's only picked one other time, and it was in Week 2, and it was in Europe.
Wasn't one of the teams that got dumpstered?
It was, yes, they got wrecked.
Yeah, I think they just
I think it was You Choose.
I think it was Condemned that played it, yeah.
Yep.
Condemned, a great player, though. But anyways, Impact running that melee support core that Youngsung were so successful with yesterday. The Bako Older with the easy in-cap setups. Gotta love it. We saw it proven yesterday to be good. Then EUNITED on the other side. We're on Dragon Garden Knight, of course. So the Freya, she does have a lot of wall real estate to work with.
Yeah, I think this map lends to it a little bit. Against Bako, it's gonna be tough. But
I just don't see the synergy. Like the problem with Freya as a character is when she's not strong enough to just dominate on her own, she kind of like falls off. She's not as she's just not very good because this character doesn't set anything up. Freya only does her own thing, kind of like a Shifu.
Right.
Like Shifu just kind of goes in, aggresses, messes with the backline and makes
the spear around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
M2s you, runs away, stuff like that.
Yeah.
The Freya does a similar thing, except when she doesn't have the number the values on her shields that are really high, and you can just burst her down. She's pretty easy to deal with, and she doesn't give you that threat of an in-cap setup simply because her in-cap off her M2 is not long enough to reliably set something up off of that.
Right. And that's, like you said, that's the only thing that she has. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting. Maybe they just poke as much as possible. I don't think it's gonna work.
Maybe he goes double hammer and just doesn't approach mid.
I think they're gonna get. I think they're gonna get pressured. I mean, Impact showed that they are really good at controlling mid, securing mid, especially early.
Yeah.
And with a composition when you have Bako, Oldor, and Jumong just kind of sits back while Bako and Oldor can kind of just get in your face, and it's going to be hard for them to respond. This comp for Impact versus this composition by EUNITED will just allow Impact to just push them up, and they won't really have a response for it because they can't.
Yeah, definitely. I think a couple of the big question marks for me are the Bako versus Freya, because Freya owns melees. That's just part of what Freya does. The Thunderclap ignores Bulwark. She just continues to train on the Bako. Very good in that way. And on the other side, it's going to be whether or not this Blossom is impactful enough for his team to like succeed. Like I don't really see like the combo potential on the side of EUNITED. You know, I'm sure they'll prove me wrong in some way, but just to start this one off, I don't really see what their comp is going to do.
Well, we've said it time and again that a lot of games in Battlerite are won in the draft phase, and right now Impact looking like they have really taken the draft phase in their own, but EUNITED out to prove everybody wrong here.
I hope they do.
And it would be exciting.
I want them to just...
Freya currently 0-1 in BPL Season 2. I love my little win-loss statistics.
Yeah, got those numbers. Numbers are cool.
Numbers are great. We need more numbers.
We do.
Yeah.
Life just needs numbers. I'm a huge fan of like looking up stats on a bunch of stuff. Like
I want stats on how fast they eliminate all the dummies on this map.
I want stats on how often you and I are right in our draft predictions.
Get
on that. Project manager, hire someone.
You're like 90%, I'm about 50%, but I'll take 50. I'll absolutely take 50. Impact and EUNITED on map number 2.
Oh, that's so big.
Big stun, and the tree gonna keep them up, so EUNITED getting putting the pressure on Impact.
Yeah, Dizzler maybe forgetting a little bit about what Freya does, since we've seen so little of her. He hits that counter and just gets absolutely bodied early on. The orb is going to be taken by EUNITED as well, already at 25%, in a climbing HP advantage for EUNITED.
Getting in the face, Fag wants to put more pressure on, trying to get onto XQ. It is XQ on Jumong this time.
Oh, Fag! He hits that ulti from downtown. Rambler takes a big chunk of damage, but honestly, this still looks very good for EUNITED as they have complete mid control.
And they get that second orb as well. They can just afford to sit back and wait for Impact to try to do something. They've punished them every time they have. Veg trying to go in, the time travel going. He's trying to get aggressive and avoided by the dance of the Dryads. And so Rambler avoids that. That could have been deadly.
That was a really good ulti from Rambler. Not only did it hit 2 players, but it also baited out the Q from the Older. Very nicely done. Impact, though, they are going to get this third orb, and honestly, they're not too far behind anymore.
What? EUNITED?
Okay.
Getting the pressure on. Freya in a little bit of trouble here, taking a ton of damage, does get back. Has to retreat. Hey.
Bako, he's in a little bit of a weird situation, but the Freya's doing no better. However, she makes it back, gets the center orb, picks up some green, she hammers herself, which is unideal, but she's totally fine, dude. She's sitting on an ultimate. We'll see what Thermia does with it.
And Freya can take her own hammer, it's okay. Trying to go straight in on Veg now.
Okay.
Squaring up, the time travel coming in. Where's he gonna go? Straight.
Yep. He absolutely had to use that to get out. He used all of his iframes to try to play aggressively and put himself in a pretty unfavorable situation. The orb, it's going to be taken by EUNITED. The ultimate from Veg actually ends up with him taking more damage than he put out, though.
And XQ and Dizzler both fighting up here. Dizzler had an advantage. He actually goes up, but let out, and then Freya gets deleted from the game. And it's gone. They can't find the training.
The Dragon Slayer!
Oh my goodness, the Dragon Slayer sends them into the death fog, and now we got a 2v2 on our hands.
Yeah, and this Bako has no HP, Jorby.
Washout keeps him alive. He's just gonna try to pull it out. That's it. No, he gets away for now, but trying to get back. Then we get rooted out into the death fog. All door goes down, and Impact lose game 1.
A huge Dragon Slayer from XQ salvaging this round for what looked like, or for EUNITED, in what looked like a sure loss. Putting Dizzler all the way out in that sudden death with that 60 damage Dragon Slayer, inevitably taking the 15 damage from sudden death. Dizzler died just after. Very, very good play from him to salvage that round.
Yeah, as soon as Freya went down, he had the opportunity. Like, he literally hit F as soon as Freya went down.
He's like,
no. Yeah, you're dead, Dizzler.
Yep.
I got you.
Yep.
So
that round, if that looked really good for Impact moving into the later stage, and honestly, if EUNITED hadn't won that round, I would have been a little bit concerned simply because the opening was so dominant.
Thermia trying to get a lot of damage onto Dizzler. Just gonna stay in. The tree does allow Thermia to stay in for a little bit longer. It stayed up just long enough, but they get pushed back. Impact, they want to push up, trying to get this orb.
Bako really wants it.
Egg wants it. Does he get it? He does.
Gets that orb, and Rambler taking some aggression. Oh, that Q recast gonna get the Bako out of Freya's ultimate. Very nicely done by Veg, but he still takes a big chunk of damage.
Dizzler in some trouble, but no harm done. Veg now actually in trouble himself. Already popped the bulwark, has to pop the war shot. Now he's got nothing left, and he gets time traveled away. Where's he gonna go? In the back line. He's gonna be aggressive here. The double rain of arrows gonna do a ton of damage. He's gonna keep him in the rain of arrows. Rambler just got just a lot of help.
Randler was so lucky.
Is gone.
Randler's so lucky that dash from Vague ended up dragging the Jumong instead of him, but still things aren't looking too good for EUNITED as Bako's sitting on a full ultimate. This next orb spawning in 4, and I can't help but feel like the Bako is going to let that rip.
There it is. He goes to get it. He gets the orb. Doesn't hit anyone else, but does get the orb confirmed for impact. And Surmia actually boxed out. The double rain of arrows keeps Surmia away. Are outboxing it, and EUNITED taking a lot of damage here. Dizzler trying to find.
Check that orb timer. 4 seconds. We'll see if Impact gets it. This is very big. It's both Dizzler and Vague desperately need the HP.
Dance of the Dryads is available as well for Randler.
EUNITED gets it.
EUNITED do get the orb. Now wanting to aggress on Twitch, Surmia, and the Dance of the Dryads does come out, but doesn't get a ton of value. The time travel going through. Where does he go? The Freya! Oh my goodness! It was just this, it just stopped, waited. And I was so anxious to see what happened, and then bam, thunderclap.
2v2, Jorby. Oh, and EUNITED get that orb. Oh, Vague is getting so low too. He has the ultimate. He might get the kill, and he does. We'll see if Godov keeps him alive though, as Excavu's trying to run up. Excavu gets the kill, and now in a 1v1 Godov versus Excavu. That full Dragon Slayer's on board, and Godov's got next to no energy.
Oh my gosh.
We'll see if he can make it out of this alive, but it does not look good.
He's trying to outbox him. You can't outbox him.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh, that jukes! He jukes!
Fancy footwork!
He got them! Yeah, the daisy jukes, if you will, and he gets the kill. Balling out for impact is Godov.
Dude, he had his suede shoes on right there, dancing all over Excavu's face. He's like, you can try to Dragon Slayer me, what's up? I'll WASD out of that any day. And with that, Godov gonna secure that round, and with it, and he's gonna take that round in the 1v1. Very good for him.
Wow.
That was very skillful.
It was as soon as Godov got the Petrify, he did a ton of damage on to Dizzler, and that's what kind of set everything up. It got a little dangerous, and then the dodge of the ult. So now, huge for Impact to stabilize and get some confidence back going into this next game.
Dude, if I were Godov, I'd have a huge smile on my face right now.
Right?
I would definitely be feeling confident. On the other hand, Vague, probably not feeling too good. Trapped in the center of 3 EUNITED characters, gets bopped down to about half already.
Just trying to keep the pressure up on the Surmia, trying to keep him away from his team, but he's still taking a ton of damage. Top side, EUNITED do get the first orb.
Yeah, the ultimate already on board for the Freya, and my god, Surmia is absolutely dominating this backline.
Oh, thunderclap! Oh, the time travel there. Gonna get him out.
Once again, though, the Dance of the Dryads is available to iframe that older stun, and things looking very good for EUNITED with this second orb spawn.
Dizzler.
Let's see if they get it.
Dizzler doing a ton of damage to Randler, forces him back, trying to get a front position. The ult coming in through for Vague. They do confirm the orb for impact.
Yep, they get the orb, but still Vague took a lot of damage for it. He's getting pretty low here, down to only 80 HP, and he tries to go in, but Surmia just mans up.
Yeah, Surmia keeping them all away. With Randler and Excavu.
Okay, the orb, it goes to EUNITED.
Okay, EUNITED do get it. Time travel, where's he gonna go? Right on the Randler. Randler uses the Dance of the Dryads again. It really hasn't worked. He's doing a ton of damage to Dizzler. Dizzler in a little bit of trouble. Guys, able to dance away. Surmia now almost dead as well. Gets back to Randler. So while it looked like 2 players were about to die, it immediately turned back on to Excavu. Do they get the kill here? EUNITED is going to get this orb.
Yep, they do get it as you predict, and they're looking pretty strong here. I'm a little scared for both Vague and Dizzler as they're sitting on next to no HP, definitely within burst range from the Freya damage.
Just missing that in cap against Randler would have been big to try to turn right on this Surmia.
Oh,
popping the war shot. I was gonna say you're gonna go in on that, but Surmia able to keep Vague away.
The Dragon Slayer came out from Excavu in that moment, and the Bako ultimate coming out here. They might get the kill, but he just gets the hop out. The ultimate from Older onto Vague is going to land. The Excavu is killed. Dizzler on the other side goes down, but Randler also falls for EUNITED. And God, these rounds coming down to the last moment, and Impact clutches that one.
It's so hard to pick apart what exactly is, you know, giving Impact just the edge, but it's just those little ticks of damage, those little pushes, and those clutch ults from Vague. Yeah. Vague had so many clutch ults in that round alone, so.
Godov is also proving himself to be like the god of Battlerite.
Yeah.
Like he is playing so well these last rounds. He bodied Excavu in that 1v1. His older ultis are very, very good at helping his allies when they're in bad situations. His cooldown tracking for his allies on point. Godov doing a lot for his team here.
A lot pop there for EUNITED.
Speaking of pops, look at Veg's HP. Veg already took a pretty big burst, as we've been seeing in these last couple rounds.
Oh, big stun. They're going to keep him back. He does have a bulwark available to try to get out, but again, a lot of damage taken. Sarmia wants more of him, trying to go in on it. He's going to thunderclap it, just missing. Not going to get any value out of it.
That's a big ulti. That's a pretty early ulti, too, used for the Freya. She backs up and gets some green shards, though. Very, very helpful for her. The Dance of the Dryads is on board, so that means Godof's ulti will be for nothing if she chooses to go on the Blossom. And EUNITED, they secure another orb. They have double the HP of Impact right now.
They do. They have just been whittling them down pretty consistently here, and that's kind of what this has been.
Okay, Dragon Slayer's on board for Godof. Let's see it. It actually hits, too. The counter from the counter of Sarmia is hit by the other two members of Impact, but a nice amount of damage on the Rambler.
Godof, you are insane, my guy.
My guy.
So EUNITED, still good plays, are pushing Impact back.
Check their energy bars, Jorby.
Thunderclap just used defensively to get Sarmia out of harm's way. The time travel not going to find the stun. Randler was just able to run away.
I gotta say, the decision-making from Godof's allies when they get hit with that ulti has not been great. They've been going into situations where they have nothing, or where they'll get nothing out of it other than an iframe, and it's largely not been worth it for the damage they're taking.
Finally able to leap out the double rain of arrows, but EUNITED still whittling away at Impact right now. Ooh, when hitting him with the steady shot, and now the rain of arrows comes out to get more damage on a Dizzler. Sarmia wants Dizzler, hungry for that kill. He doesn't get him, still pushing him out of the death fog. Impact need to work their way back in, but the angles are cut off, and Sarmia actually goes down. How did that kill happen?
Wow, they do get the kill on Dizzler, and still EUNITED are at a massive advantage, but I have no idea how this was reduced to a 2v2 as Sarmia had all the advantage in that top fight. But Godof does go down, and Veg's all that's left. But my God, early on in this, Veg must have been styling on Sarmia.
Yeah, I really want to see what happened up there. That was crazy, because I expected Bako dead.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Bako's gonna die here.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna pay attention.
Right.
But no, he gets the kill. But EUNITED still get the round.
EUNITED get the round, and they tie things up. So we're going to round 5 here. It's back and forth again, and at the end, it was EUNITED. I keep wanting to call them Team Hyped because
they're not Team Hyped.
They're throwing hype plays out though.
Oh,
so
nice. You salvaged it.
I did. So EUNITED at the end of games they tend to run away with it, and the poking, just constant poking and doing so much damage to the point all of a sudden Impact has 50% HP. It's so difficult for Impact to fight back from that, and their mid control hasn't been as good as it was in map 1.
And Veg had a really good start this game. Veg did a great job getting in there, being disruptive, and not taking too much damage, and as a result, Impact, they're going to get the first orb, and they have a 15% HP advantage.
Sarmia, a lot popped onto Sarmia right now. That double rain of arrows just trying to get everyone out from Sarmia, but still going in on it is Veg. Veg wants this Sarmia hard, and then immediately switches onto Rambler. The ult actually going to get the AoE onto Sarmia, and then pushing it back onto Rambler. Oh my goodness, Veg pops the war shout. He's not done yet. Still so much pressure. His whole team coming in to support. Sarmia still alive for now, but it doesn't matter. Coming through, just missing the dash. Can't find it, and now he finally gets it on the backside. Dizzler actually goes down. Thunderclap turn around. All of a sudden, EUNITED have flipped this in their favor, and Sarmia lives thanks to Rambler.
Oh, they really need this kill on Sarmia. It doesn't look like they're going to get it, though, as EUNITED has stabilized in the backline. Veg's still hunting. He's still trying to get anything, but he gets nothing. My God, I did not expect this outcome. Dizzler just got absolutely bodied by Excafu when he chose to commit too hard. Dizzler, he went in to try to help out Veg, but man, did he pay the price for it.
That is just a complete flip. It was dominance on the front line from Impact, but dude, you got two. You got your front line and your back line, and your back line got annihilated.
I was so excited to be like, this is the Veg I've come to know and love. Like, because Veg ruined that round. Veg played so well.
Yeah.
He dominated the backline. He continued the aggression past the first orb. He ulted onto Sarmia to get a lot of damage. But Dizzler just got punished so hard, focused down so fast. And in a very unfortunate turn of events for Impact, they end up losing what should have been an easy round.
It seemed like you did everything right, and then just a pick goes the wrong way. And EUNITED, a great job by Excafu, recognizing the situation, not getting caught up in all of the hubbub there in the top corner of the map, and recognizing that Dizzler was out of position and getting it now. Already Veg taking a ton of damage, which has kind of been the story of this series. Going in and taking a ton of damage stands the last round.
Yeah, Veg not getting nearly as much done as he did in the round prior. Impact do get the first orb though, but Veg's already so low. Definitely not where you want to be on your melee, and Godof's ultimate gets no value. This is not looking good for Impact as they can't find anything in this round 6.
Freya gonna stay in, doesn't get the electric shield off the counter, gonna thunderclap and get the stun and the hammer. Good night.
You did it. Good night. Your phrase.
Ruined it.
I like it. It's good. It was very climactic. I was like, damn, they did get him. Good night, Godof. Yeah, EUNITED, they're looking so good as they pick up the second orb of this round. For me, is getting a little bit low here, but he should be able to make it out okay. I may have spoken too soon here, but it turns out I did not. As Veg, he goes down to Dizzler, soon to follow. And man, EUNITED are making me eat my words.
They look so good right now.
I talked about what made Freya good and her ability to like 1v1, and she hasn't, or not 1v1, but like be disruptive and go play that like backline like initiator.
Yeah.
I thought Freya as a character was nerfed to the point where she wouldn't be able to be this successful, and maybe in some hands she has been, but Sremia is showing me that she still has the tools available, and if the player is good enough and capable, she can be successful, and Sremia is nothing but successful in these past couple rounds. He's doing so much for his team, applying so much pressure on the backline. Impact can't deal with Sremia's Freya.
Sremia single-handedly bringing Freya back into the meta right now. Doing work for EUNITED. Trying to grab early mid control in what could be a deciding round in map number 2. Again, EUNITED took map 1. Double rain of arrows doing a lot of damage on Godof on the backside. Impact need this orb right now, and they do get it.
Yeah, up top.
The impact on the Veg, that's not good.
Yeah, he's having a hard time here once again. He has the ulti available as Impact did secure the first orb. We'll see if he can do anything with it.
They're just getting boxed out of mid right now. These trades with Excafu and Dizzler. Dizzler has lost this 1v1 Jumong battle. It has not worked out for him at all. And EUNITED, do they get the orb? No. The ult going to go in and confirm it for Impact.
Yeah, nice job by Veg to secure that orb for his team. We'll see if he can do anything further. He tries to go in with that end cap, but doesn't find anything. Does? Oh, I thought that would find a stun on Sremia, but it ends up not. We both were on the edge of our seats for that one. Orb spawning. We'll see who gets it. Impact set up for it.
Excafu actually took a lot of damage. He has to be careful about how he aggresses here, but EUNITED do get that orb, which is big for them to try to make something happen here. And trouble right now for Sremia. Dance of the Dryads comes out just to try to force out Veg. Sremia taking a lot of damage here. We saw a similar position Impact was in. They had a strong suit, but then one trade or one pick on the side of EUNITED is all it takes to just switch it around in their favor. Impact do get the next orb. That's their third of the game, and Sremia will go down from Veg. And just missing on the Dance of the Dryads. If they get the trade here on Jumong, they don't. And pulled away. Jumong on the side of EUNITED actually fell. So Impact are able to stay in this fight in map 2.
I love how Randler seems to be reliably saving his ultimate for huge abilities. Like, he recognizes the Dance of the Dryads is not the most reliable damage output, but rather it's just a solid iframe.
Yeah.
And he's been dodging Older ultimate, Bako ultimate, all of these huge impact abilities, and like he's just like, whatever, I don't care. I'll use my 100 energy, I won't die to your thing, no big deal.
And he has done so much for his team because of that.
Yeah, he has. So. Yeah, but that round is going to go to Impact, and I don't doubt that Impact could take this game still. We're talking about how EUNITED looks really good, but Impact only need to win 2 more rounds in order to take this game too. I think they're very capable, Jorby.
Impact definitely can, but EUNITED have looked strong. They just need to, even when Impact looks like they're going to win, you cannot count out EUNITED either. Both teams squaring up for this first orb.
Veg having a really good start this time. Look at the Jumong of Red X, who already down about a third max HP, and Sremia's doing no better. And the orb goes to Impact. Great start.
Very, very great start. All starts with Veg up in that front line, forcing Sremia out. Sremia not able to find any kind of room here. Double rain of arrows going to force him out. Hasn't found one single counter in his favor either, and he's lost a ton of health. He has had no in right now against Impact.
Yeah, EUNITED are sitting in the audience of the Veg show at this moment. The ultimate going to come out, but it's not going to get the orb actually, as the Dragon Slayer from Excafu does get it. Things, however, still looking pretty good for the blue team.
Impact just able to keep pressure up, and as you were just pointing out to me, Surmia, he can't go in.
Yeah.
As soon as he does, he just gets picked, and Randler has to keep focus on him, and it's just not going to be enough to keep him alive to actually get any kind of disruption that we saw in round. Thunderclap just hits him, and now Veg, he is in a little bit of trouble. The time travel coming in, but the leap is available to keep Surmia out. The Dance of the Dryad's going to keep them out. Double rain of arrows now onto Godolph. Godolph in a little bit of trouble. EUNITED turning it around right now, trying to get the aggression, trying to push up towards mid.
Dude, I hate to say it again, but what a horrible decision from Veg on that older ultimate. He went in this weird like middle situation instead of backing out and took a lot of damage for it. Impact do get this orb, but still, EUNITED now has firm control of this round.
EUNITED. Hammer just gonna push away. Randler trying to get up, trying to find another valuable Bloom, but does not. And now Impact want to push up, but EUNITED did get the next orb. Trying to leap in, finding the Impact.
Oh, they got a kill,
goes down. The double rain of arrows gonna do that amount of damage, getting around and stunned away Godolph, or excuse me, Veg in trouble. Does he get the trade? Cold door goes down for Godolph, and now 2v2, but not a lot of health. Surmia staying up, knocks it down. Teammate Thunderclap. We got a 1v1. Freya, Bako, the hero of Boulder Pass versus the god herself. Can she do it? Can Surmia do it? Can Veg do it? Veg's got a lot of energy. He has an ultimate available. No health on the side of Surmia. He gets the in cap. Going to try to go in. The bulwark available. Squaring up. The counter is not going to be hit. The War Axe is going to finish it. And Impact take it to round 9.
Veg made a lot. You know, I was harping on him for his bad decision when he used Godolph's ultimate to kind of go in this weird middle ground, but he made all the right decisions in that 1v1. He ulted for the orb to ensure that he had the easy HP advantage, even though he didn't have that ulti. But the most important thing about that is he recognized the situation he's in. You're not going to land a Bako ulti against a Freya unless she hits your bulwark in a 1v1. And that's just like too unlikely, right? You don't want to play that game against a Freya. So he just uses it to get the easy energy, the easy HP, moves around to pick up Dizzler's energy orb, and suddenly has 100 energy again and up to like 80 HP, and the Freya just couldn't get back in. Great choices.
And so Impact have forced a round 9 in map 2. They're trying to square this series up 1-1. This first orb is going to be huge. Impact have claimed it first both times. Do they get it here? Surmia wants to claim it. They don't get it. Impact do get the first orb.
Orb going to the side of the blue team, but still Veg. He's taken quite a chunk of damage. He's on that ultimate though once again, and we've seen what he can do with the Jorby.
Surmia trying to get aggressive here. The electric shield gonna allow him to stay in, and he gets a good amount of damage onto Veg. The Bloom not gonna find Veg. He's able to leap out, but trapped now against Excufu wasn't able to find that steady shot there.
He did get that bulwark, though, out of the Bako. Pretty big, at least important later on for this trade, as now the bulwark is finally just up again, and Bako has... Oh, okay, this is really bad. Godolph now has no energy. The Dance of the Dryads was used by Randler predicting an in, but still, Impact, they're going to have to play a little bit safe here, but they still need this orb.
EUNITED in a really strong spot right now. Yep. Everything kind of spent on the side of EUNITED, and Impact getting that orb off of Veg's ultimate. The Thunderclap going to come in and get the stun. Surmia just going to bully him away. Double rain of arrows going to ensure that he does not come back in. Dizzler doing a ton of damage onto Surmia.
Dizzler absolutely bops Surmia in that moment, finding an opening that he has had such a hard time finding earlier on in this game, and he takes it with everything he can to see if this orb goes to Impact, though it does. The quicksand from Godolph snagging it.
So Impact 3 orbs to EUNITED's 1. It is turning around. Dizzler, redemption. This is redemption round for Dizzler. He has struggled all series long, and he is doing a ton of work right now. Look at him. He's the frontline man. Says, screw you, Bako. It's my turn. Getting up here. Veg doesn't have a lot of health, and Dizzler, now he has to be careful. Getting stunned out. Surmia pushes him away.
Just press that F button for that orb. I like it, Veg. Just make sure your team gets the orb. They need that energy and that HP, and your ultimate's not too high of impact. Really great decision here. Dizzler, he used all of his energy to try to aggress. They're trying to go on Randler here. They might find the kill here as the older ultimate's available. He actually moves over and goes onto the Dragon Slayering Jumong. He's getting pretty low, but things aren't actually looking good for Veg as he dashes back into the rain of arrows. The orb goes to Impact, which is so important for Veg, but this is still a very situation. It's a very scary situation.
Oh, Thunderclap! Oh, he
God.
Just got it. That had to be a frame difference.
Oh my
and
God,
everything
they
is
find the kill.
They get the kill. EUNITED are looking to take this game away. Veg has no health left. Randler has no health left. Do they get the kill? No. Godolph goes down, and staying the course. EUNITED take map 2. What a game.
EUNITED are here to play, man.
Wow.
They are not giving up. That round looked so good for Impact when they had complete center control and had a great start on Dizzler, but at the end of the day, the ultimate usage from Freya was on point, punishing both punishing rather Dizzler and Vague, just doing such a good job overall, and this Freya pick really working out.
Yeah, that was absolutely impressive stuff from EUNITED, and a great job by Impact getting back in that, showing that, hey, map 3 is not a gimme. This is going to be a tough one for both.